YouTube, J Mayhem here, Mayhem Vapes 15. Gonna do another review. I posted on Instagram for anybody who follows me that I would be doing it. It is going to be of the Lycan RDA by cigreen. So let's point the camera down, take a look at everything, and I'm actually going to be putting a build in it and wicking it and everything for you guys. So that's new. Alright, so here we got the package. It says cigreen. I got the black version, RDA. Inside it has your color options, but I got the black option, so it's not marked on there. It's stainless steel, brass, or copper. There's nothing on the side. There's little stamps on that side. On the back it says www.cigreen.com. On the bottom, there's nothing. So let's open this on up. This is not how it came in here. It came prettier. I just shoved everything back in here. I was using it for a while. So, and here we got airflow adjustment with the built-in wide bore drip tip. This is the one I have been using. Got your barrel. It has got side airflow holes. It has got bottom holes on the bottom for under airflow. It's kind of like the mutation style. This is only two-step. It's got the lycan wolf thing on the side. Then it comes with this top cap airflow adjustment here, which has a spitback guard in it, which that you could just pop right out. If I can, here I'll use the little blue screwdriver, pop that out. That just pressure fits in there with O-rings, and it sits in there. Now you also have the option for inside of your barrel. Let me just get this deck out. And inside of your barrel should be threaded. This part is threaded. And that should thread out pretty soon. No, it just screws all the way down. Alright, it just screws all the way down. And this, oh no, it pops out. There we go. And this secondary wider bore drip tip fits right in that one. You do have another adjustment here that screws in for your 510. This is your 510 adapter. That screws in, and you can take a normal, got a stainless steel drip tip here, and it sits right in there. But I have not been using those. I have been using just this standard one here. It's got some heat fins on the side here. It's a pretty wide bore. It has your airflow adjustments on the side. This comes with a shit ton of goodies, a whole bag. It's got new insulators. It's got a bunch of new screws. It has a copper center post. It comes with the Allen key and a bunch of extra O-rings. So that's done. We can put all the stuff that I'm not using back away in here and put that off to the side. Then I can show you guys the deck. It's standard, well, standard now. 4-post design, double O-ringed. It has holes here where my finger's going across. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to fix the lighting. But there is an airflow on the bottom. That's where it comes in. These top ports here is where it comes out. So that's your bottom airflow, along with your side airflow here. So to assemble it, you just take this wide bore tip or the other one, and it's single O-ring, and it presses right in to there. Line up your airflow. It's got some good tolerance, but it closes off, opens up. Whatever you do on one side happens to the other side. I like to run it wide open, and then it slides right down onto the deck. It has a copper 510 pin. It is not adjustable. On the bottom of the RDA it says lycan RDA by cigreen. You can't see it because of the glare. And the serial number we have is 4854. Alright, so let me screw this down on my mod. See if I can adjust the exposure up a little bit, make it, there we go. Now it's a little bit brighter. Now you can see everything a little bit better. I mean, there's still the glare, but like, there's your bottom airflow. There's your bottom airflow. Here in the top, it's where your airflow comes into your deck underneath your coils. So I have two coils pre-made here. They're dual 26, single 28 twisted wire. Nothing too fancy. And the negative and the positive. This is a little bit of a bulky build, so we'll get that in there so we can position it over that center post. I got my tool that came with the support, and also one comes with the Lush. So 3-post tool. It's got a screwdriver and 2 size Allen keys. So we'll screw these down. So there's that. Use a screwdriver to adjust it how we want it. Kind of push it over to this side a little bit. Try to get it right over top of that airflow. Once I get it where I want, I normally just take a pair of pliers and pinch it to get that lead a little bit bent so it holds the coil tighter. So yeah, it seems pretty glary, pretty blurry. I don't know if you guys can see that. Put that one's in. Take our snips. Cut this side. There we go. Cut that side. Those are done. Take our second coil. Put it onto our screwdriver. This thing has some big post holes. I'm guessing about 2.5 millimeter. So you can fit quite a few builds in here. So here's a little trick that I learned, especially when you're putting a bigger build in and you don't have a lot of clearance for the other coil. Kind of line it up where you want it to sit. So let's just say that looks about good. And you kind of snip the lead down that's going to go to your positive. So see that lead's a little bit shorter. So we can get that in there. And that secondary lead's actually still coming out a little bit far. Luckily I got some room I think I can get in there. Yeah. So we'll cut that down. Take our Allen keys. Get in there and screw your positive and your negative post down. Alrighty. And to bend it straight. Get in there. Push it over top of that airflow. And I always just take my pliers. Give that a little bit of a bend. Cut this other lead. So that's looking pretty good. Get that set. That one's set. Right over top of the airflow. This one's kind of got to get lifted up a little bit. Straightened out. This one's got to get pushed down a little bit. Straightened out. But other than that, that looks pretty good. So I have my IPv3 on. I'm going to turn the wattage down. This build comes out to 0.22, which is perfect. I vape 0.2 at 100 watts all day. See how these things are heating. Well, now they're starting to heat up a little bit. Get in there. Give them a little torque down. Squeeze them. Make sure your leads, your screws are tight. Fire it again. Heating up. I'll move this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let me bump this up a little bit. From 30 watts, I'll bring it to about 50. Heating from the center out mostly. A couple of little adjustments left. There we go, that's looking much better. Give them a strum. That just spaces them out a tiny bit. Bump this up. Get cotton ready. I got some cotton bacon here. This build's now reading at 0.25. There we go. That's what we want to see. Heating from the inside out, glowing evenly, heating up at the same time. Take a little bit of cotton bacon. I don't need that much. I'll split this in half. So I always take what I split. It's actually a little bit too much too. So I'll break that down even a little bit more. Give it a nice roll, light roll. So it's nice and fluffy. I'm going to take an end and twist it. Put it through. There we go. My scissors are over here somewhere. There we go. I can cut this side down since I'm not. I can cut this side down. And I could just use the rest of this. Crap out of the way. Get the one side twisted down. Get it through there. Pull it. That's about where I want it to be for tightness. Everybody wicks their own way, so if you guys have a different way of wicking that works for you, use that way. Now I always just take my needle nose tweezers here and I bring it around and tuck it in. So I take this and I push it down in. Make sure you don't get any cotton in that airflow hole underneath. Alright, and that's how she looks. Kind of fluff this up a little bit. Get everything off the deck, kind of OCD like that. Alright, so now it's just get her juiced up. Be careful when juicing it. With the bottom airflow style RDAs, if you over drip, it will leak out these bottom airflow holes. So just be careful. Make sure every bit's wet. And once I have it juiced, I just go back in, and any like imperfections or anything that I see, if I want to pull any of the wicking away from that airflow hole so I don't block any of that airflow, I do that. Now let's see, 100 watts, 0.25. We got some vapor. And you just take this, line up your airflow, push it right on down. Lycan don't look too bad. It's a little bit darker, but matches pretty good on IPV. So let's give it a hit. Wow, especially with that twisted build in here. I'm getting some good flavor. And clouds are good too. Alright, well, that wraps it up for the Lycan RDA. This is my first time doing a build on camera for you guys and everything, so please leave me comments, let me know what I can fix. I'm going to try to adjust the lighting so I can get focused on things better without any glare. Follow me on Instagram at Jordy Mayhem, which is JORDIMAYHEM. I'll put a link to my local shop that I go to, and also talking to another shop. I'm going to do some reviews and stuff for them too. And I'll put a link to their website and everything in the description too. I'll put a link to my Instagram so you guys can follow me. Please subscribe. I got some big stuff coming up. I will do a giveaway when I get 20 subscribers. And that's it. Doesn't matter what you're vaping on. Keep vaping, stay off cigarettes, and take it easy, YouTube.